y'all, it's your girl Amanda. We're back with another episode of Mandis Quick Reviews. Today's episode, we are going to talk about Goliath, which is the Wilt Chamberlain documentary. The release date was July 14th, 2023, and it came out on Showtime. If you don't have Showtime, it did come out on the Paramount Plus app, and the plot of the documentary is the life of the legendary NBA player Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain, also known as the Big Dipper. It also discusses his life when he retired from the NBA, and then, when he was a bachelor living in that beautiful house in LA. So I want to start off with the channel thoughts. So it does come on Showtime/Paramount Plus, and if you are a big sports person and you've seen other sports documentaries they have, I've seen the Kobe Bryant documentary, the Kobe Bryant News documentary, where he talks about his career, his personal life, his upbringing, how he met his wife Vanessa, and all that stuff. That was a good documentary. And then also I watched the Meta World Peace, aka Ron Artest documentary, which talked about his time in the NBA, of course. But it also talked about him being diagnosed with bipolar disorder, his emotions when he was in the the Malice from the Palace, and it talked about stuff like that. So of course with the Wilt Chamberlain documentary, it did go in depth about Wilt's upbringing, of how people treated him because he was tall. Wilt Chamberlain was actually from Philadelphia, so it talked about his parents being in poverty and things of that nature. So this documentary is 3 episodes, and I know it's supposed to be like, if you have regular TV, I should speak for this part, it will come on one week, you can wait for the next week to come on, and wait the next week to come on. But on Paramount Plus, all 3 episodes were available July 14th, and I watched all 3 episodes in one sitting. They're about an hour long a piece, so it is a little lengthy, but it's broken down into 3 episodes. So if you are not doing anything, if your mind's not occupied, you can watch those episodes in like 3 hours. What I liked about the documentary, well, before I go into what I liked and didn't like, first let's go into the concerns. So, if you are a Living Color fan like I am, you remember this one skit that the mother, played by Kim Williams, took the daughter to a memorial, and she was like, "Mom, what is this memorial?" And she said that it's the memorial of all the women, Wilt Chamberlain slept with or whatever, because of course Wilt Chamberlain came out, or it was spreaded that he slept with, what was it, 10,000 women or something. So I was concerned that they might go into that very extensively, but they didn't. They covered it for like a couple minutes and then they moved on from it. What I liked about the documentary was, one, they talked about how a young lady, she had cancer, and Wilt befriended her, and they talked on the phone. He kept her company, just being a friend, and her being sick. And then when she passed away, he sent flowers to her family. And I thought that was very sweet. They talked about the Civil Rights era when Wilt was playing, because of course his career took place in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So, which the 60s was the height of civil rights. He played in his hometown, so of course hometown crowd. He owned businesses. In the documentary, it was revealed that he owned a club that was frequented by plenty of celebrities, which was awesome. Black celebrities too, so let me throw that in there. He lived a single man's life. He never married, but he did have a child, but we don't get into that in a minute. But he never married. He had a beautiful house in Bel Air. It's been on and off the market for years. I've seen it on and off the market. It's very high ceiling, just beautiful. And then there was he did home video of his place. Like, it looked like it came from like the late 90s. He ended up passing away in 99, so he probably did it before. And lastly, well, of course, the biological son he had, he knows the family. So that's really nice, because it would have been really messed up if, if your Wilt biological child and you don't know your family and where you come from, that would be very heartbreaking, of course. What I didn't like was that at the end, the biological son said he never met his father, which is heartbreaking because he was adopted by a Jewish couple, so that was heartbreaking. And how he was miserable because of this type of comment. I mean, it would too drag me down if if there was a comment that was misconstrued or said or whatever, and it followed me to the rest of my year, so, of course. So Mandis stars, I would give it a 5 stars because it is great length, 3 hours per episode. He did have an extensive life, and there was great coverage of his NBA career. The reason why I really didn't go into stats and stuff of his NBA career because it's on the internet, you can read it for yourselves. And he's one of the greats. So thank you so much for listening to my quick review. You can like, share, subscribe, and